Hello everyone, my name is Raja Venkatraman. I'm the co-founder of NeoTrader, and in this video, we are going to find out what is happening to the metal stocks and what can we do with them. All right. But if you are joining me on this channel for the first time, all you have to do is click on the subscribe button so that you stay notified about such interesting videos, and do not forget to hit the bell icon so that you also stay notified. Right. What are we going to do in this video is we are going to find out what is exactly happening to the metal space and how can we take some benefit by participating in it. Now, as we all know, metals are having a declining phase right now, and one of the primary reasons have been that China, which was the biggest consumer of metals, has been facing some issues, and a lot of factories are getting shut down, and there is an economic slowdown in China. So when the biggest consumer of metals taking metals into their country, this is what is happening, and all the companies are getting hit because the exports are getting hit, and it is having a very big repercussion on the metal companies. Now, the point number two is that there is a strengthening of the US dollar, right? So when there is a strengthening of the US dollar, it always has an impact on the global commodities, and that is what we are seeing right now in the metal space, that they are getting hit by this factor as well. Plus, the supply exceeding the demand, especially due to the war, Russia-Ukraine war. There has been an issue which has been impacted, and the supply is getting hit, and this is what is happening right now in the metal space. And with the supply exceeding demand and all the other factors which I mentioned, the metal space is having a bubble burst, and the kind of declining phase which you are going to see in the metal pack could expect to continue in the coming days as well. So those who are intending to go short should definitely consider the metal space. But then what names to consider and how can we action them is what we are going to see now. And as I did an analysis based on this kind of background information which I had and the kind of patterns that we're developing, I thought, why don't I look into NeoTrader and find out how can we take action on them. So the fastest way to take action is, of course, RSI. And using my RSI screener, what I did was I just found out which are the stocks that are showing some hints of bearishness. And when I did an analysis on the daily chart, I found out that the stocks of Hindalco and NMDC are definitely showing some strong signs of bearishness. You can see here on 30, 60 daily, in everything they are showing some bearishness. So this kind of strong bearishness definitely prompted me to look at Hindalco and NMDC. So those are going to be the two stocks which I'm going to consider as part of this video. So let's go right in and find out what do they have to say. So first up, we will go and take a look at NMDC, and let's try to find out what is the momentum saying. As you can see here, the momentum is on the sell side across the board. Intraday, multi-day and positional, all are on the sell side. So if you go deeper and check out the kind of scores that are getting reflecting, you can see here the scores that are reflecting are also indicating bearishness, and that is why you will see that there is short indication everywhere. Now, what are the levels which we can target? So let's go and target those levels in our usual manner so that we know exactly how to participate. Now, if you're going to participate in NMDC on the short side, what you would have to consider is some bit of cluster levels. You can see here that on an immediate basis, you have got resistance zones at 109, which is also your R3. So 109 could be your very good resistance zone to short in case there is a rally. Now let's see on the downside. If there is a decline, then this is the cluster zone around 106. So 106 to 106 half, 106 half is a very, very good cluster zone. So if it were to go below this, then it opens up more room to the downside. Now on the downside, what do we have? We have all the way till 105 half to 1590. You can see here 105 half is a very good level. Okay. So 105 half would be your target zone, because 105 you got here, you got 105 half here, and you got 105.90 here. So 105 half would be your very good support zone. This is your first target. number 1, and the next target will be 104. Okay, you got 104 to 104.30. This will be your support number 2, which is your target on the short side. So what you have to do is you have to use the rally levels to short. Rally levels I have told you is 109, which is your supply zone, very good supply zone. On the downside, wait for a break. This is your trigger point, 106 half, and then these are your supply points, the support zones. So support zones are given to you, supply zones are given to you, which is also a resistance zone, and these are your trigger zones. So NMDC is the stock number 1. So now let's move to the stock number 2, which is Hindalco, right? So let's go and check out Hindalco. Okay, you can see here, this is Hindalco. Hindalco again is a sell across the board on the multi-day, on the positional, on the intraday, everywhere there is a strong sell candidate here. And you can see that this kind of short signals which we are getting across the board in NeoTrader clearly signals more room to the downside. So let's go and check out what are the levels which we can target. All right. So now when you're going to look into Hindalco, right, the immediate rally level, okay, immediate rally level is around 419. Why am I saying that? You can see here that there is a cluster zone here at 419, which is tying up with the multi-day pivot zone. So this is an important level to watch out for. So this could be a good rally level to sell. Now let's see what is the level on the downside. You can see here always the S1 is a very important zone. So for around 403, right? Around 403 is where I expect a breakdown from here could take it much lower. And what are the lower levels? Let's go and take a look at that. Now, when I want to target lower levels, what I find is the region of around 392 to 395. Okay, 392 to 395 would be a very good, you can see here, there are good zones here around 392 to 395. 392 to 395 is a good support zone. So this can be your support zone number 1. This can be your support zone number 1. And lower levels can be in the region of around 375 to 380. So now you can have your multi-day S3 as your target. So below 390 to 392 to 395, you can target 375. A lot of room opens up to the downside. So what you have to do is keep looking at these rally levels to short or these lower levels to buy into. So now you can see here that these are some target zones for you to track, and rally levels are 418. So 418 would be your resistance, and 392 to 395, and then 375 will be your support. The kind of news flows which we are having, this could continue to be the case for Hindalco in the coming days. So these are two stocks which I am highlighting as part of the metal space. I've already shared with you the reasons for which you should be looking on the short side in metals. So this way you could balance your trading portfolio and participate in the market. Thank you so much for watching. This is Raja Venkatraman signing off. I hope you got some good idea now on which are the two stocks which are looking good to short for the coming week. If you liked what you heard and if you understood what I shared, do give a like to this video and also comment on what are the metal names which you are tracking so that I'll have it discussed when I do a follow-up for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day. Stay safe.